This video is going to be slightly different because last week I found myself in London distributing this poster, which is about the premiere the Plant-Based Seas are hosting in London. I'll put the event link down below. It's on the 23rd of May in a couple of days. So if you're around, there's a few limited tickets left. It's called A Prayer for Compassion and is about spirituality. And we thought we'd take these posters into some churches in London to see if they could distribute them. And me and my friend Jack went around, I'll link his channel down below, and got into some interesting exchanges with Islamic elders and some Christians as well. Let me know what you think of this video and hope you enjoy.
What's up? Hello.
So yeah, we're outside just trying to figure out how exactly we're going to get in.
Yeah, we'll have to break the church open.
Cool, so we tried church number 1 and we were rejected. So now we're going to go through this park here and try and find another church, see who's around. Sorry to disturb you, sir. We're trying to get into this church. It seems pretty derelict and closed at the moment.
No, why do you want to get in?
We've got a meeting about this film, which is about spirituality, and the idea was we were going to see if they were receptive to the idea of pinning it up.
Okay, well, I attend the church.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I know the church.
We're showing people about this event we've got going. It's about ethics and spirituality. Are you guys religious yourself?
We both are, but in different ways.
Different ways? Cool.
Some animals are meant to be eaten, and some are not.
What does that mean?
Well, that was built for food.
Did God tell us which
No, God
one?
never tell us that.
How do we know then?
I know nothing in church teaching that talks about not killing animals to feed. That doesn't mean I don't think it would. I don't necessarily agree with that, but there's nothing in church teaching that says that. Myself personally, I suspect I'm probably going to die non-vegetarian, non-vegan. The path to God isn't always the path of social justice or justice. Not always a path of compassion. It's not always true.
Hi guys, are you with this mosque? I'm here trying to promote a film that's being released on the 23rd of May. It's about spirituality.
If you look at even plants, so if you say, for example, we can now go on plant-based foods, who says plants don't have feelings? Now, if you look at the research that's being done, they say plants also they communicate, and they have feelings too. They have nervous systems like we have, or animals have.
Yeah. We are very, very particular about it. The knife has to be extremely sharp.
The knife has to be sharp.
Yeah. Plus, when you slaughter, you have to ensure that other animals don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it has to be a seclusion.
I see.
The thing about this film, it's basically saying that we're putting taste above ethics in many ways, and it questions
that's a
that.
slogan.
I just
very neat.
thought of it.
It's great. It's fine. It's a slogan though, and like all slogans,
But beyond the slogan, the meaning of what I said, what do you think about it?
Yeah, maybe, but at the moment it's a slogan, and yeah. Great. Blah blah blah. And next moment, that mob was going yeah. They're slaughtering each other and slaughtering people because there aren't enough people to say no. No, it sounds good, but it's really not what it seems like. That's what I think. Okay. I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Because some people, they love meat, some people don't.
Do you think that getting pleasure is a good enough justification to hurt others?
No, it's not.
If I was going to hurt an animal in front of you,
I will stop you.
you'd stop me?
Yeah.
If it was a dog here and I was going to hurt...
It's cruelty.
Cruelty.
It's cruelty.
Would you pay me to do it?
No, I won't pay you to do it. What are you killing the dog for? What
I
harm
like
did
the
it
way I
cause
get
you?
pleasure, taste.
No. I don't eat dog. So that's
If it was a pig? If it was a cow?
I will stop you.
Hey everybody, so outside this a little mosque, it doesn't look that important, but actually this is one of the most influential Islamic elders in London, so we're going to see if he's up for distributing this. It's basically about spirituality and religion and ethics.
Okay.
And we were wondering whether you'd be willing to put this up somewhere in the building and potentially distributing it and letting people know about it.
But plants haven't got the brain or the nervous system.
That's what you and I think.
But they haven't got a brain. You don't think a carrot has a brain?
Well, it's not necessarily how you and I feel about a brain or not a brain, because we humans, we're used to a particular kind of a brain.
Yeah.
But what plants feel or not feel and how they are or they're not, that's not something that we can, I think, we can
I
do.
get that.
I'm just a little bit...
I'm so
because,
sorry.
You know, the
Yeah.
call to prayer has gone, oh, look at this man. He's...
Oh.
Hey, dude. Hi. Look at what's happening with cash crops. Right? So they are now devastating lands, opening up big, large fields which were previously had normal, a plantation or whatever, trees and whatnot, cutting them down to produce vegetables and fruits that you and I want. And that's just going to happen on the other side. So we can switch, for example, switch off animals and we're going to go to plants. What's going to happen then? But we're going to devastate the planet and cut off our oxygen supply by getting rid of all the plants that produce it.
But the thing is, we're creating more plants because we're feeding the animals. 57 billion animals a year, they never go hungry. We have around 7.5 billion people on this planet, some of which are starving. And yet we have 57 billion land animals who are getting stuffed with food, soy, that can be fed to humans. So the majority of the rainforest is destroyed for soy production, and a majority of soy production goes to feeding livestock.
Well, absolutely. I mean, animal is a very high carbon,
footprint.
Footprint. They have that, and we all get that. And I think we need to create that balance.
You think plants feel pain?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Well, you have good knowledge first. You have to know.
But they have no brain or central nervous system.
They have everything. They show in the Quran, in the book, they explained as deeply. I told you, maybe for all my life I never drink alcohol.
Yeah.
So this is different.
But if I want to drink alcohol, nobody gets hurt other than me. If I want to kill an animal, there's a victim who does not want to die.
It's so many things is from alcohol's problems.
Not necessarily,
even yourself. God
Not
said,
necessarily.
don't hurt yourself. God said.
Sure, but it's
like when you're drinking alcohol, in the end of the day, like 30, 40 years, you destroy yourself.
Sure, but it's one thing hurting yourself.
Smoke is the same.
It's another thing when you hurt others.
Animals God created for us to use as a traveling, as to eat, to other from milk.
They've been made for human consumption. Animals have been made for human consumption.
But we're breeding them ourselves artificially. We're sticking our hands inside of them and breeding them ourselves, billions of them.
Yes, I mean, you have various opinions, those who do not wish to do it.
I get that.
But the religion allows it. And the method is that you don't stun them, you don't kill them.
I get that.
You've got to make sure that the blood come out, because the blood is the problem.
Sure. Let me ask you, so the way I see it, religious text was written in a time of necessity, right, where they had to eat these animals to survive. Do you think that we live in a time of necessity now?
Then religious texts are forever.
But do you think God would want us killing his animals if we don't need to?
It's God who instructed.
But would
they are made for human consumption, as I said.
But does God make it compulsory to kill animals, or can you
It's not compulsory.
Right? So you could be a vegan,
Yes.
a Muslim vegan. Do you think there's a necessity today to kill animals for food, or can we be healthy without?
Well, you can be healthy without. There's not necessity to eat animals,
Right.
but it's people's choice.
I
Absolutely.
mean, knife should be sharp. First thing is that knife should be sharp.
It was really tricky. I mean, the sharp knife thing came up again. It really stumps me. I can't believe that people think using a sharp weapon to stab someone suddenly makes it ethical. And the whole plants have feelings thing. The interesting thing about this is that you hear the same excuses regardless of where you are, right? We hear the plants have feelings over and over again. Even when I explain that we're feeding the animals he eats with plants, he still used the plants have feelings excuse. It's really bizarre. It's about religion, spirituality, and the message in religion for animals and the way we treat animals and others.
Yeah, I know all that, man. It's fine.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Are you interested in it?
You're famous.
I'm not famous, no.
But you're promoting that.
I'm promoting this film.
Okay.
Everybody, just wanted to check in and say thank you so much for watching. It's been a little bit of an interesting evening at first. Nobody wanted to even talk about this, let alone put it up in their churches. But by the end of the evening, people were willing to talk to us, and we're up for putting this on their pin boards. Whether they actually do, I don't know, but it definitely got some dialogue going. And if you're around for this film, A Prayer for Compassion, which is happening in London on the 23rd of this month in Leicester Square in London, please check out the link down below for tickets, and we hope to see you there.